Southampton 2023. And Hampshire police are faced with solving one of their biggest investigations to date, when an innocent man is attacked in his home.
Hello, you're free to the police. What's your emergency? I've been stabbed. Please send an ambulance. I can hardly breathe. Okay, and what's your name, please? Mark Noke. This is right.
Mark was my uncle, but we never called him Uncle Mark, we always called him Big Mark. So we always knew him as this big, friendly giant. He was incredibly warm, kind. He would do anything for anyone. Uncle Mark would always just pop round. One of my mum's fondest memories, she'd just hear him whistling as he'd walk down the drive, and she'd know, oh yeah, that's Mark. And then he'd rat-a-tat on the door, and then he would come and have a cup of tea. And that's sort of what our life is like. And he was the heart of that.
"64-year-old Mark Noke lived in Thornhill in Southampton and was loved by his close-knit family and popular with his neighbours.
If anyone had a problem, his door would be the first door that they would knock, and he would always be there to help them out. When family members became ill, he gave up his job and he moved back into the family home. And then when my grandparents became really ill, they both had cancer and were ill for many years. So he nursed them up until they died.
Every Friday night, he'd head to his brother's house for a family get-together.
He had a really fabulous evening, and my auntie sent him home with a big plate full of roast dinner, and that was the last time anyone spoke to him.
Who's the boy? Who's the girl?
Who? What? Fighting for his life, Mark phoned for help.
Hello, you're free to the police. What's your emergency? I've been stabbed. People just knocked my door. They come in. Please send an ambulance. I can hardly breathe. I'm passing out. Blood is pouring out. I need help.
What Mark told us in that call is that at least 4 people had come to his front door.
Somebody knocked the door. They just stabbed you. How many of them was there? At least 4.
They were wearing masks.
They were wearing masks? Yeah.
At least one had a knife.
The first guy that stabbed me, I didn't realise till I saw the blood later.
At least one had a gun.
The second guy had a gun pointed into my head.
And they were asking for a girl and a boy.
And what were they asking for? Where 2 people were. A girl and a man. It's going to be okay. We're on our way. They asking for where 2 people were.
From that call, police arrived.
It's going to be okay. We're on our way. Hello, yeah, it's the police there. We're with them now.
he sustains a single stab wound to his chest. Medical attention was given to Mark, but he very quickly became unconscious, and despite extensive medical intervention, sadly, his life couldn't be saved.
My husband got a phone call and he said Mark had been murdered, and I didn't believe anything he was saying. There was no way that that could be real. It was trying to get your heads around the fact that one, he was gone, and that he was murdered, someone had killed him. And then getting your heads around the fact that this is now an investigation.
The 999 call was a critical piece of evidence in a complex inquiry led by Detective Inspector Howard Broadrib.
This is a single stab wound. There's no evidence of a scuffle, there's no evidence of a search in the address, so therefore the opportunity of recovering forensics from Mark or his address was actually going to be quite limited.
All they knew was that Mark had not known his attackers, so why had he been killed?
So one of the first things we will do is look at Mark and his background. So has he got any enemies? Is the information that he's going to be attacked? Does he have a dispute with someone? Has he fallen out with family? So we'll start looking at what we call a subject profile, and that is all about Mark's life, what we know about him. But what our police system was telling us is actually Mark had no criminal background, he had no convictions. The family's describing him as really a gentle giant. What they say is that if someone knocked his door, he would naturally open it to see if they need some help. So everything we're being told is like, why would someone want to harm Mark?
Our biggest fear was that we were never going to find out who did it.
Why has Mark been killed? We had no idea.